Yeah, hello? Hey, what's up? Quick question. Have you seen my money? Don't worry about it, I found it.
I be hustling, stay hustling. I be hustling, what it cost is.
Yo, what's up? I am your platform partner. I'm your hustling homie, and this is Communication Skills Worth Millions, where we show people how to increase their communication skills and present better so they can get paid and provide more impact in their life. So I just had a recent question come in from a follower, and the question was from a Brittany Frederick from Chicago, and she says she has a presentation at work at her job she has to do, and she doesn't speak a lot. She's very shy. She wants to know what are some things she can do to practice and to study to make her presentation better. That's a good mother question, Brittany. So let me give you an answer. All right, now, first of all, when it comes to, if you're not a public speaker, you don't do it all the time, and you want to learn more presentation skills that you can do to use when you present to people and have more charisma and be just effective and interactive with people, one of the best things you can do is observe other non-public speakers as they interact and engage with people. Lightbulb moment. Let me be specific. Go to concerts, watch entertainment, watch certain movies, watch commercials. But specifically, let's talk about concerts. So let's say today I just got an invitation from a friend. She said J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, is having a concert. Asked me if I wanted to go. I will be going. Not because I am a Jennifer Lopez fan, but because of two reasons. One, you can always network. You never know who you'll meet when you go out to some of these places, build relationship building. But the second reason I'll go is because you can learn a lot when you study entertainers and performers. You can learn a lot about charisma, engaging people, and because remember, most communication is nonverbal. So you don't have to also, when you're doing a presentation, don't worry about always saying the right words and having all of the right information. That is very important, but more importantly is just knowing how to connect with people, and then being able to have certain people reading your body language, communicate in nonverbal ways. And so for example, so that's what you'll learn at concerts. So I would encourage you, if you want to learn more about presenting, watch stand-up comedians. Watch stand-up comedians. Also, go to performances, go to live shows. Look and see what things are getting people excited. Look at how the transitions that a performer may use to go from one song to the next. How are they engaging people? And you can use certain elements that can really help you with your performance in general. Like, for example, here's this very small thing. So I went to a performance, and there was an artist. His name is Shmino is his name. He's a rapper from the Midwest. Now, one thing is, when he first came out at the beginning of his set, he took about 10 minutes. He was on stage, and the stage wasn't ready, so he couldn't perform. So he's out there talking while the DJ is getting their equipment together, and people are the suspense is getting people excited. Some people are getting bored. And so Smino is saying, hey, y'all, just bear with us. I want to thank y'all for coming out. And so all of this suspense was building up. It took like 15 minutes before they were ready to start the show. That's a long time when people are just standing looking at you on stage. 15 whole minutes. But what I learned about that is the anticipation was growing. So by the time he got into that first song and he was talking to the audience, and he was like, I promise you guys, we're going to rock out. We're about to have a blast. And he was using that as an opportunity to connect, and he was teasing the audience. And so he would start rapping a little bit a cappella, and then he would stop and he would tease. And you can use that for your presentation. It's suspense. You can, sometimes when you go into your presentation, it's not always the best idea to go directly into, hey, here's the solution that you should do, or here's the answer to all of your problems. Let me tell you this one thing. Sometimes that's not the best thing to do. Sometimes you want to tease your audience, and you may want to tell your audience, hey, I have 3 things that can help you, and don't go immediately into those 3 things. Start going into your personal story. Start talking about the pain that you experienced before you even discovered these 3 things. right? Don't take a long time because you don't want to tease them too long because people have short attention spans. But you have to gauge the setting that you're in and see how much time you have. Sometimes you may have a minute where you could tease them. Sometimes you may have, 3-4 minutes where you can tease them. But it just depends on the setting that you're in and how much time you really have total. But to be a good speaker sometimes is to be a good teaser, as suspense. And so you may even say, say for example, you're not a good storyteller. And what you'll do is, instead of saying the story, what you'll do is you'll just be vague and you'll tease people and you'll say something like here's like something I heard a comedian say. Comedian said, yeah, when I was a kid, I used to hang out with this guy named Mr. Lewis, and until we discovered he was a pedophile. And so he didn't say how he discovered it. He just left it vague. Automatically, what does that do to the audience? It makes the audience ask the question, hold on, how did you find out he was a pedophile? So now you're getting people more engaged because you just put a vague statement out there, because you're teasing them and saying, I know you guys want to know the story of how I found it out, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to make you want it. And so that's something that I see performers do. They don't immediately start their first sets with their best songs. They tease people, they get them a little bit. They don't always give you the whole song. They may just give you the chorus or the hook. And same thing in presentations. Sometimes you give people a little bit of your best information and then you just tease them and you tell them, well, the real solution is coming at the end. I'll give you the real answer at the end of this video. All right. So that's a good way to tease people, keep them engaged. And then you see how much people like. You can ask the question, hey, if this information was absolutely for free, who would want it right now? And if everyone raises their hand, that means you've been teasing them really well. If no one raises their hand, that means no one wants it. And even though it's free, that means people either are not interested or you're not teasing them enough. And that's a good way to just gauge and interact and figure out where people are at. So I want to encourage you, if you want to develop your presentation skills for your neck, or you just want to be more charismatic with people, that's a great strategy. Again, is to observe, go to music shows, live performances, in addition to watching entertainers, meaning comedians on stage. And you can always pick little pieces and apply that to your presentation, and that fits your style for who you are, because it's really all about being authentic. And so if you're going to find other people that can be authentic like you, and you don't always have to find that through just watching quote unquote public speakers. So with that being said, hey, subscribe to the page. I am your platform partner, your hustler homie Jackson. All about making things happen, addicted to action. Make sure you get those books as well, the whole book series, the Shut Up and Hustle series. Subscribe to the page. Also, we have the classes that are there. And also, I want to know, what are some ways that you do to develop your speaking skills? In fact, who are some of your favorite people that you like to learn from, your presentation skills? Leave that in the comment section, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Peace. Whoop.